So, we have got from Foop. Are there Tears of Elune remnants of the Night Warrior? Or are the Tears of Elune remnants of the Night Warrior? If so, which one left the one on Azeroth?
The original, the first one. The Night Warrior that claimed the troll army from the Elven Kingdom from the trolls.
Do you think that's where the tear came from?
If one came from Toronto, then yes.
Oh,
that's the only thing that makes sense.
Foop's worked it out.
Yeah, good job.
Foop has worked it
out. I never even thought of that. That's great.
Wow,
that's great.
Yeah. Wait, were the pillars of creation not used to like shape the?
Depends. No shape, because the elves.
Yeah.
When did? It depends.
I'm just gonna give myself a quick lore refresher.
Was it Aenar or Freya used the tear? Because if Freya used the tear, that would line up because the elves took the empire before the no.
So the tear of Elune.
After the Well of Eternity, but before the sun. Yeah, because the elves were post Well of Eternity, pre-Sundering.
Was shaping the glass window in the Tomb of Sargeras shows that the Highborn were in possession of the Pillars of Creation 10,000 years ago. The tears were kept on top of a staff.
So...
no, ancient times. During Azeroth's ordering, the Pantheon bestowed the Pillars of Creation to the Titanic Keepers to aid them with that colossal task. After the Keepers completed their work, the Pillars would become lost and scattered throughout the lands of Azeroth. How about this, though? Yep. What if there actually was an Aenar pillar, but the Tears of Elune came about later, and then that would explain why there was a weird discrepancy there?
Because that wasn't an original Pillar of Eternity?
Yeah.
Interesting. You'd wonder why it had the role... No, because the tomb was sealed by the elves, right?
Yeah.
So they used that in lieu of a pillar?
That could be it. That could be the only way to get that level of power, perhaps.
Yeah, there was no fifth pillar. Because our mythology is slightly wrong, because the elves talked a load of shit. Basically, that's a really interesting one.
Yeah, that really is. Yeah,
that's it.
Oh, there's trivia here on the Wikipedia page. The Desolate Host's heart looks like a fell-tainted version of the Tears of Elune.
Interesting.
Which, I mean, there's not much there other than that's
kind
of neat.
Yep.
But then, there's the whole thing like the Tear of Elune unlocking Zira.
Yeah, which obviously means it is the Tear of Elune, but I guess you wonder. Yeah, what makes sense there is that it's not actually a Pillar of Creation. That was us getting it wrong because those are the 5 remnants from the Elven Kingdom's use. We assumed it was a Pillar of Creation because you see 4 pillars, you see something 5th. You go, well, that's the fucking that's obviously one of the same thing. But if it was a Tear of Elune, then that would all make sense for here elves. Here's these 4 pillars. And then later on, they get a Tear of Elune. It's like their prize from conquering the troll armies. It's what the Night Warrior are left. They're like, this is the thing we worship as the remnant of a time once long gone, or what our hero that killed hundreds of thousands of trolls in pure anger, deadly heroes. But
I guess what you call it, ret-splaining. It's not really a retcon, but it's like a retroactive explanation.
Yeah, it's kind of the same thing with the Stonewright correcting Renethal, where it's not that Blizzard said something from Word of God and it's now false. It depends on who called it the Pillar of Creation, because that was kind of, I don't believe there's much of an explanation for those. I think it was just kind of Khadgar came in and started calling them these things. He's like, hero, champion, we need the Pillars of Creation. We're like, whatever you say, Khadgar, on we go.